I guess this is as good a time to bring it up as any. You know, obviously Anthony Bourdain took his life last week, and he was a friend of mine, and it was real. That was real hard. Friday was real hard. I woke up and I got a text from my friend Maynard from Tool. Maynard said so much for the Keenan versus Bourdain celebrity jiu-jitsu match, and he was like, "Fuck." And I was like, oh, no, what does that mean?
Yeah.
And so then I Googled it, and I saw it. I was like, oh, shit, man. I can't what?
Yeah.
I just...
What?
Hung himself. Like, what?
Yeah.
I don't...
How close were you? Did you know his demons?
I was friends with him, hung out with him, got fucked up with him.
Did you get a feeling that he had that in him?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But what was really weird was, like, he had been saying... really recently that he'd never been happier. He was talking about his girlfriend and saying that he'd never been happier, didn't know he could be that happy, didn't know someone could make him that happy.
Oh, man. That was so terrible.
But who knows? I mean, they might have broken up, or who knows? I mean, who knows? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, sometimes people, when they say, I've never been that happy, you're catching them on these ups and downs. You know, some people... You know, people get manic, right? I don't know if he was, but some people get manic. They get up and down. I'll tell you what, he liked to get fucked up. Yeah. You know, like, he liked to drink. Yeah. You know, and he enjoyed it. It was something that he enjoyed. Yeah. Like, we did an episode of this show. We went hunting for pheasants in Montana. And then we cooked over this campfire. He cooked. It was fantastic. And
really?
And then afterwards we drank whiskey and smoked weed, and he goes deep. He goes deep.
Really?
Where I'm sitting down, I'm like, I'm gonna just try to catch myself. The world's spinning.
Deep breath, deep breath.
He's like, "Where's the fucking weed?" He's like, "Who else?" Oh no! He just kept going.
Wow. But I knew he drank. I didn't know he smoked weed.
Yeah, yeah. He had a heroin problem when he was younger, and he kicked it, but he didn't feel the need to just be sober.
Yeah, that was kind of interesting about him.
That's a thing, right? When people get sober from a drug, they feel like they have to get sober from everything.
Yeah,
he did not feel like that. And he, by the way, like, he would drink, but when he was home, like with his kid, when he was home with his family, he didn't drink at all. Like, he would only do that. He would only do that when he would be on the road. Right. So he'd be filming home for these stretches of time, and he didn't drink at all. And he was addicted to jiu-jitsu. That was.
Oh, really?
He was doing jiu-jitsu like literally every day.
How?
When I was hanging around with him, he was. We were in Montana. He went to Bozeman to find a local jiu-jitsu club and trained with them in the morning. Jeez. He would just train with everybody. Like, I hardly ever did that on the road. Like, find a place. I would just go to the gym and work out. Right. I wouldn't. But he was so into learning and getting better at jiu-jitsu.
Do you know if he was on prescription for depression or anything like that?
I do not.
That's what I'm so suspicious of. Like, when you heard of, like, Robin Williams and
Chris Cornell.
Yeah, there's like,
he was on anti-anxiety medication. Anti-anxiety medication's a big one.
That stuff, like, it even, in their long list of side effects, it's always suicidal thoughts. Yeah. And then if you mix it with other things like alcohol and this, and I don't know at all who was on what, but it seems, what bothers me is that it's not part of the conversation. Yeah,
who knows? I don't know what was going on. Yeah. And there's no way to ask him, obviously. Yeah, when I travel, one of the first things I do, whether I'm coming home or going there, is work out. Yeah. And I didn't this weekend. Because Friday when I got there, I'd worked out Thursday, so I'd worked out that day already. I ran that day. And then I got there Thursday night, woke up Friday to that text, and I was just like, fuck, man. I didn't want to do anything. I cried. Yeah. I felt like shit. I got a bunch of phone calls from some friends, and then I had 2 shows that night. I was like, I just gotta get on the horse, fire up. And I was a little worried. I was a little worried that I was going to be like moody or weirded out. Yeah. But once I got there, I was fine. Yeah. I was with Santino and Tony Hinchcliffe. Nice. So those 2 guys are great. Yeah. We just had a fun time. We talked a little bit about it, and Smoked a little weed.
Nice.
Got up there and just had some fun.
And the energy of that crowd. I saw your Instagram of the crowd, and that's such a beautiful theater.
That's an amazing theater.
You could have to. It'd be tough to be depressed and doing a show there with all those fans and that thing.
3,700 people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did 2 shows too. They were both great.
Oh, they look killer.
A lot of fun. Chicago's an awesome town, man. Great food, great people. It's a combination of like a big city and like Midwest, like friendly people.
Yeah, yeah. And the summer becomes a totally different city too.
Yeah.
I'd always gone my whole career in the winter. And then literally just like 3 years ago, went in the summer. I was like, oh man, this place is amazing. The parks and the festivals. And
it's great even in the winter though. I've done
winter's
gigs
cool.
there in December and January.
Yeah.
It's like they're happy to be inside.
Right? Yeah, exactly. And that you came through the cold to see them.
Yeah.
But back to the food thing. I mean, the stories that Bourdain told through food was just, I mean, amazing. That's why he reached so many people. You could sit with that show, and he really took his time, and you really felt like you had been there. Well, after he left us an episode.
Yeah, he made me think of food as an art form.
Yeah,
I never thought of it as an art form before watching No Reservations, his original show.
Yeah,
I watched that show and I just would feel like, oh, this is not what I thought it was. I thought it was just like, oh, this guy knows how to cook yummy food. That's great.
Right.
But then watching his show, I was like, oh, this is art. Like these guys are treating this like a painting or like a sculpture or something like that. And they're passionate and they're all tattooed up and weirdos.
Right.
They're artists.
Yeah.
They're just artists that cook.
That's right. Exactly.
It's just they might as well be making music or and painting, whatever it would be, drawing. They're artists
at its best.
Yeah,
and the same thing like with any other art form. Then there's people that just crank it out and see a way to make money, and you can tell there's like a difference. But once you eat stuff from an artist, you're spoiled because then you're like, these people don't care as much. This is technically this is lasagna, but this isn't the same.
I know, it's fascinating. It's interesting. The approach is very it's very contagious.
Yeah,
you watch the way they cook and you watch like their passion for the food. It makes you hungry. You want to eat and you also want to try it. At least I do.
Yeah,
I always want to try it.
Always.